Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's Bitworld Center presentation. Thank you for joining this presentation. So this is Bitworld Center. It's actually a company that I want to show you some of the benefits that I've seen in participating in their investment opportunities. And they also have a referral opportunity, which is not compulsory, but there are some huge benefits as well to it. Okay, so this is what the website looks like when you land on their page, and you get to feel what their achievements have been so far. So they've got different number of users. They have actually penetrated into over 89 countries at the moment. Different cryptocurrency transactions have been performed over the space of 6 months that they actually started, and they have generated quite a number of leaders as well. So with this, when I joined, I have the confidence to say they are up to something. They've got a good model in place, and they are actually striving to keep their promises, which is why I'm proud to actually present this to you today. But before I talk about Bitworld, I want to actually share some of the reasons why I am interested in such an opportunity. And I think enlightening the audience on the call would also help to know what would be the benefits of participating in Bitworld Center. So there is some understanding about how we make our money. And if you've ever read the book from Robert Kiyosaki, which is the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, it's quite a very good and inspiring book. He also has a sequel to it, the Cash Flow Quadrant. And if you read those books, you would discover that there are different ways of making money, and some methods or ways lead to wealth. Some methods are very, very difficult to actually generate wealth. So as you can see, the way people make money has been divided into four different quadrants. And so you see the employee, which is the E quadrant, the business owner, the self-employed, and the investor. Many people easily can tell who an employee is. They have a job. A self-employed person, they actually own the job. So they're not owning a business, but they own the job. The business owner, they don't own a job. They don't even own, have a job. They don't have a job. They don't own a job. What they own is a system, and they have people working for them. So if you have a business and you have like 50 employees, you have a system in place where you don't have to actually be the one in the seat of the employee or being self-employed. You have the system all working for you. The last quadrant here is the investor, which is one of the juiciest. For every of these quadrants has their advantages and has their disadvantages. You know, for the employee, they are more particular about job security, income security. So they want to know that at the end of 30 days, there is money waiting for them in their bank account. So one of the advantages of being an employee is job security. Although today, there's not so much of job security in some sectors. People do lose their jobs. And so just staying in that quadrant because of the monthly income can be very, very disadvantageous to some employees. The other part of it, it is so difficult to create wealth if you're just an employee. The self-employed person is thinking about being independent. They don't want to be controlled by anyone. They don't want a boss. They are looking for their independence. So they tend to think, okay, instead of me working for somebody else, I'll work for myself. That can be an advantage. But the downside of that, which is like a disadvantage, is that you run the whole system, and it means there is no security for you either. The whole liability of the whole system is on you only. You tend to work so many hours because you have too many roles all wrapped up in one. So it has its downside, but you can call it your own job that you created. Whereas the business owner is able to free up some time, they're able to make more money. They can even create multiple streams of income because they actually have trained themselves on how to find opportunities and turn it into money. So the business owner is always looking for opportunities to grow their money and to increase the capacity of their business. So they employ the right people. They put people in different management levels so that the skills that they bring in, not necessarily their own skill, but they're able to combine so many other people's skills and then produce a system, and then they have a business that they are running. So where you have people who are maybe just two business partners running a small kit of a business, they probably are just self-employed, they are not business owners. This quadrant is talking about the big-time business owners who own a system. So you're talking about, for example, a food joint, a franchise, a restaurant. These are big-time businesses. It could be a laundrette system, automated system, laundromats. There are some businesses that are completely automated, and so it frees up time for the business owner. The downside of that, if you're not ever learning and conversant with the trend of the market and the kind of business that you own, you can run into very much big problems, and before you know it, everything is over. So people need to be ever seeking knowledge in this quadrant and open to learn new ways of doing things. Just like now, there are so many people who don't like using the internet for some certain procedures in their workplace. And if everything is all based on paper, after a while it becomes very monotonous and things are not done with the right way. So people need to keep up with technology in this quadrant. The investor is a very, very exciting place to be. However, it might not be the goal to just become one of the quadrants. You might want to combine quite a number of them, at least two. So if you're an employee, you might be seeking to combine being a business owner as well. You might be seeking to combine being an investor. But the good thing about the investor is you are not the one working for the money. You don't need to put in the hours. It's your money working for you, which means you can combine these quadrants with any other quadrant. As a self-employed person, you can be an investor. As an employee, you can be an investor. As a business owner, you can also be an investor, and you can multiply your money, as quick as possible, because you don't need to put in the time effort. Somebody else is doing this for you. So looking at that, looking at the cash flow quadrant, it gives me a reason to choose my opportunities carefully. And that's what I'm presenting to you, that when you're looking at an opportunity, you're looking at how does this impact on my cash flow? Is it going to take more hours from me? Is it going to free up time for me? Is it going to open another stream of income? Because that's something that many of us are looking for, another source of income. Is it going to be active income, or is it going to be passive? Active income is when you are working hard for your money. Passive income is when money is working for you. And passive income is the only thing that can actually make you financially free. If you have to work, and work before you can pay your rent, before you can pay your bills, and you forever working actively. But passive income can generate financial freedom for you, whereby your money being invested in a system can produce interest that is big enough for you to pay all your bills. So if that money is generating a lot of interest, every month your capital keeps producing this interest, and you are actually able to meet all your outgoings, your expenses. So these are things to look out for when deciding, which of these opportunities do I need now? Do I need another job? Do I need to go self-employed? Do I need to be a business owner? Or do I need to be an investor? You would know which ones you need to combine and how to move from one quadrant to another. It's not that simple as well, moving from one quadrant to another. It's actually it's important that you gather knowledge Some people make a wreck of themselves just jumping from being an employee, dropping their jobs and becoming a business owner that they have not actually trained themselves for or explored properly. And then everything people say, oh, it's better to have a job. That's not because that is the situation. That's just because of the ignorance of some other person's mistakes and their experiences. So an investor, you might have found some people who have invested in some opportunities and it's gone wrong. Doesn't mean that they were not doing the right thing to move from one quadrant to another, but what might be missing if they didn't do their research, they didn't actually upskill themselves, and they haven't gone for knowledge. So the reason why we do presentations like this is to ensure that we upgrade our knowledge, we can ask questions, and we can do things based on understanding, not just because somebody said, oh, it's working, and then you just jump into it. Okay, so why Bitworld Center? I'm interested in Bitworld Center, and I know that many of you watching this presentation have different desires, but it might be one or two, or a combination of what you have on the screen. So you might want to be wealthy, maybe you want to meet new people, sometimes you want to just have a community of like-minded people who are doing business and know what they are doing. And not only because of this particular business, but you are growing a new network whereby there are open doors of opportunities to you because you have met people who are involved in different things. That might be your reason for joining Bitworld. You would meet new people. I have met quite a number of people within the short space of time that I joined Bitworld who maybe I would have never ever had any dealings with, but we have come together and our paths have crossed because of Bitworld Center. So that might be a huge advantage for doing something like this. You might want to enjoy time freedom. You want your money to start working for you so you can free up some time for the family, time for yourself, whatever it is. You might want to go part-time when you have actually been able to raise the enough passive income and put enough multiple streams of income in place. If that's your desire, it's something you can get from Bitworld Center. You want to achieve financial freedom where you don't necessarily have to go to work to pay your bills. If you go to work, it's just because you enjoy what you're doing. And in that case, it's no longer a job, it's more of a hobby. Exploring opportunities like this can give the opportunity to be financially free. You might want to own your own business. Network marketing is actually a business model that works. If you have the right product, you can actually build a business with Bitworld Center. Okay, so if you are interested in the network marketing side of things, it's not compulsory, it's optional, but this is a model that works as well. You might want to help others, other people succeed. You might be in a community or you have a group of people who you really, really want to help them. Instead of giving them fish every time, you want them to learn how to fish, helping them out, opening their eyes to see what Bitworld has for them as well might be your passion, and you derive a lot of contentment and satisfaction from helping other people succeed. And as you help others to succeed in a business like this, you can only grow bigger yourself. And that's what's happening to quite a number of people who have started Bitworld Center. As they are helping others to succeed, their own success is just escalating as well. Okay, so if you're thinking of retirement, your retirement plan to passive income, this is a better plan to retire to. And if you're thinking of leaving a legacy for your children's children, yes, get involved in the future. The future is cryptocurrency. Be enlightened, and you might be able to pave a way. A lot of millionaires are going to be created from this new age of cryptocurrency. I was listening to a documentary, I think 2 days ago, and the person who was presenting said that in the next 3 to 5 years, there's going to be a lot of millionaires as a result of cryptocurrency. And if you are not a millionaire, you should blame yourself why. And so I started asking myself, if I'm not a millionaire in the next 3 to 5 years, and for me, I live in the UK, so saying I'm a millionaire is not in Naira or in Zimbabwe dollars, it's actually in pounds. I will blame myself if I don't surround myself with enough information to ensure that I take advantage of the next new transfer of wealth. So that's why we're here on this call. We want to know more how this opportunity can help, and how this opportunity can expose us to wealth creation. So a little bit about the company. This company is actually formed by a team of professionals. They are into cryptocurrency trading. Many times people ask me, have I been to their office? Do they have an office in Nigeria? Do they have an office in Kenya? Well, I live in London and they don't have an office here, but I am very conversant with online businesses and global companies. They have distributors, or should I say, followers and affiliates all over 90 countries. They don't have to have 90 offices to run cryptocurrency trading. So their main office is in Brazil. They do have other branches, but the platform brings every one of us together. So it's a global platform. Okay, so if you want to know more, you know more from the person who introduced you to the business. You do your own research. You find out from those who are doing well in the business how they have been able to validate what they are doing. So when I joined the business, I asked my upline, okay, how do you know that these people are actually trading? He's actually been in the business for some time. And so in the group where he is, even the CEO is in his own WhatsApp group, sends information from time to time. And I joined that group as well. So you see people who live real lives. It doesn't mean that their information should be all over the internet for you to be able to validate them. I once had somebody ask me, oh, but what about all these reviews on the internet about businesses? Well, that's another method of making money. When I learned digital marketing, one of the ways to actually market is to do reviews on companies, and at the end of it, you would put your own product there. So you check it out. Most of the reviews that you read, somebody like you and I actually did the review on the company, and they want to market something at the end. So they distract your attention from what you thought you were looking for, and then they tell you this one is better instead. Or they tell you, oh, we're not sure whether it's a scam, but if you do 1, 2, 3, look at these and then make your decision. So they are marketing something. It's a strategy. Review marketing is like reverse engineer marketing. So not every review that you see is actually going to give you the best information. But this is the CEO of the company. His name is Matthew Silva. He is a big-time businessman. He has been, he's got many years of experience in network marketing. And he's also, in the last few years, especially in 2015, been able to create, a profit of $2 billion in the space of that year with his team. So when I saw that track record, I thought, well, they must know something that they are doing right. Okay, so they are into digital currencies like Bitcoin and the likes. Okay, so he definitely doesn't work on his own. He has a team of professionals, IT professionals as well, and they are able to analyze the market in real time. You don't get to see their trading platform, but you do get to see your own back office and your daily earnings as well. Okay, so what is Bitcoin? Many people have been hearing Bitcoin. For me, it's staggering to know that Bitcoin has been around for like 10 years. And I'm just really getting into it in 2018. So the fact that you don't know about something does not mean it's not real. The Bitcoin world is actually real. So it is a decentralized system, and it is money in its sense. But it's not controlled by the government, and it's not controlled by the banks, which is a good thing, because it means that they can reduce the cost of transfer, and nobody gets to decide what you do. So say, for example, if I'm going to send money to, say, maybe another country from where I am, the banks will decide how much they're going to charge me for the transfer. But with Bitcoin, I can actually transfer to anybody in the whole world, and with a very low transfer cost. And it's actually very low. There is no price regulation by the government or banks at the moment, so it's a free trade. So what controls the trade or the cost of the currency is actually demand and supply. So the higher demand, you see the cost of Bitcoin going up and going down. Okay, there are now ATMs for Bitcoin, so it's going to be like any other currency that you can actually go and withdraw your cash in your country currency from a Bitcoin wallet, and you can use an ATM machine also to fund your Bitcoin wallet as well. Okay, so these are things worth exploring. Don't just take my word for it. Hit the internet and find out information about Bitcoin and how it actually works. For your information, Bitworld also has a mining farm. When I saw that, I was intrigued because I thought they are trying to put structures in place that can actually make their business very viable. They are also in the process of creating, well, they have it, it's in the back office now, where you can have an ATM card that you can use to withdraw your Bitcoin. And they are also in line to having their own exchange platform as well. It's called Exchange. So there are quite a lot of things going on in the background to make this business very viable and to last longer. So Bitcoin is going to be around, and this is a company that is bent on making sure that they are in the market to win. Okay, so the cryptocurrencies are loads of them. There are like 700 coins in the world available to buy. Obviously, I don't know much of I didn't even know they're up to 700 coins. But the ones that are on the screen right now, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dash, Zcash, Monero, I've heard of all those ones. But there are quite others, you know. When I joined Bitworld, I learned about the Africa coin as well. So many other coins that you don't know about. They are trading in different ones and maximizing the profit on a large scale. So as an individual, you might not be able to trade in so many cryptocurrencies at the same time, but when you join Bitworld, you're actually leveraging their expertise and they are able to choose which coins they should trade, you know, per time. Okay. All right, so I talked about Africa coin. That is exclusive to Africa, and it's a cryptocurrency that is supposed to, you know, harness the African countries and make it more centralized. So, you know, in the different countries in Africa, like maybe Nigeria, Botswana, Ghana, we all use different currencies, but with a cryptocurrency, that means there'll be one currency for the whole of Africa. I think that's quite going to be an interesting time for us when Africa Coin is there to stay and everybody is aware of it and they're making use of it, which means, you know, from country to country, people can send money to one another online and they're using the same currency. Okay, so that's really a little bit about Bitworld Center. And we're not just here to hear this lovely idea business that they run. What is in it for us? So they have a program of affiliates. They have a program to reward people who are actually investing with them and introducing other people. So that's what an affiliate is. An affiliate is actually you are, you know, working alongside with them, investing your own money with them, and there is a reward. So there are it's a 5-stage reward. We have cash out, direct and indirect reference, binary bonus, residual bonus, career plan. The names don't really, you know, shouldn't move you much. You would understand this as you go, especially if you become a member. It will just play out naturally. You will see it for yourself and understand it, which is what I did. It's good to ask a lot of questions, but I usually tell people analysis sometimes leads to paralysis. You ask so many questions, but you're not able to have a feel of exactly what you're doing because you haven't actually even joined. So the first level that you want to know about is the investment level, which is the cash out level. And what Bitworld Center is presenting to you is a 300 profit share. On 300% profit share when you invest. There are different packages and it's actually open to all. If you have $25, you can start. If you have $12,800, you can start. So it's a fair access to all. And 300% is not to infinity. So you don't just get paid every single day, you know, infinitely, but it's for 135 days. So they are paying you 2.2% every day. Now, this money is being paid to you, and when it's paid to you, it's yours to keep. So you don't You don't have to wait for 135 days to cash out your money. That's not how it works. So 300%, as you can see on the screen, amounts to ×3 of the money that you put in at the start. So if you put in $25 at the start, you're earning 75 inclusive of your capital. If you put in 500 at the end of 135 days, the whole money you should have cashed out with is 1,005. If it's 1,000, it's 3,000. So like that, that's how it works. So you can easily tell how much you're supposed to make as a result of investing your money with Bitworld. That is just the first level. So we call it the cash out, and you get paid daily 2.2% on your capital. So the packages have names, and that just as you go along, I'm sure if you would revisit this video again, you get familiar with, oh, what's basic? It's $50, and what's gold is $500, what's black 3? Black 3 is 12,800, and on every one of them, you get to earn 2.2% return on investment. Every month, there's a little activation fee that you need to pay, and that's what is stipulated on this roll. So you activate your account with $10 added to every package. So if you're starting with 25, it means you're paying 35. If you're starting with 500, it means you're paying 510. And then every 30 days from the day that you joined, there's an activation fee to keep you in the system, and it's quite minimal. So if you come on with the $25 package, you're paying 75 cents. $50, you're paying $1.5. So they are quite commensurable. This is an administration fee. Sometimes people ask me, so why do I still need to pay something monthly? You know, if you don't actually put anything to the system, you can't actually get anything out. We want the system actually to be maintained. And that's why when I heard there's an administration fee, I felt that it's fair enough. And I hope you feel the same way as well. So this is just a graphical or tabular way of presenting how much you're earning daily, weekly, or monthly. You can actually, you know, press pause as you're watching the video and look at it properly, what you earn daily, what you earn weekly, and what you earn monthly. The daily is just ×7 to know what you earn weekly, and for the monthly is to times it by 30. So it's a fixed amount daily. It doesn't fluctuate. Whatever package you choose. So for example, if you go with the premium package, which is $1,000, you will be paid $22 every single day for 135 days. That's how it works. Okay, so I did my own little Excel sheet. That's what you can see here. This is, I thought, okay, how do I work this out? How do I know when I break even? Because once you put your capital in, you can't just turn around and say, oh, after day 3, can I have my money back? So it doesn't work like that. So once you are ready to go for it, it means you are a investor that has counted the cost. You don't want to put in what you cannot, you're not ready to lose. But at the same time, they have a system that works. But the rule of investment is you try to at least manage your risk. So I was trying to calculate how I can manage my risk, and I decided, okay, at what day, how many days will it take me to keep withdrawing my interest so that I can get my capital back? So for example, at gold level, you put in $510, you're earning $11 every day. I wanted to know at what day would I say, oh, I've actually got all my capital back. So I calculated it, and it's fairly between 45 and 46 days. Once it's for 46 days, obviously you have got your capital back. So the remaining 90 days, 135 minus 45 days is 90 days. So the remaining 90 days actually is your profit. So once you have been withdrawing your money, and by the 45th day, you should have withdrawn all your capital for every of the packages. Even if you come in at Black 2, which is 6,400 plus $10, you would withdraw 140 every single day, and by the 45th day, you should have made this amount back, and then the rest of the 90 days, you have $12,600 to actually keep for yourself, and you can keep withdrawing it every single day. As long as you have minimum of $75 in your account, you can keep withdrawing. So for those who are in Nigeria, we have a Naira version so that you can actually do the conversion and the calculations you can actually pause the video as well and have a look and see what it means for you in Naira for all the packages as well. Okay, so as I said, minimum withdrawal is $75. So if you are on a package, for example, $500, you are earning $11 every single day. For 7 days is $77, which means you can withdraw your money every single week because you always make every week more than $75. And that's how you can tell. I find that $500 package a very safe haven because it means every week I can withdraw. However, you come in at the level at which you can afford, it might just take longer. So say, for example, if you're on the $250 package, you earn $5.5 every single day, which means it will take you like barely 10 days and you are able to withdraw your money. Well, maybe 12 days actually, so it's roughly 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you can withdraw your money. So that's how to actually calculate, how do I manage my risk here? I need to withdraw my money and I need to make sure I make my capital back and the rest is actually profit. So this is my own psychology of how I manage investments like this, okay? All right. So bear in mind that when you sign up, you will have something looking like this. This is my own back office. When I signed up, I started with $250. After like 10 days, I thought, this is nice. Let me upgrade. So if you start with a lower package, you can actually upgrade. So I upgraded it to $500. And as you can see, you would see the 300% amount on one side, and you will see how much you have made so far. So every single day, $11 have been added to my balance, and I've been withdrawing the money. And at the time when I took this screenshot, it was the 7th of July, and it was $266 left in the account. So you can withdraw as you go. You don't need to leave it there. You can keep withdrawing as you go. Okay. And that's how it will look like. So you can see current plan is gold. Okay. Interestingly, you can have more than one account, which I found very, very interesting, which is nice. So it means if you have more capacity, you can actually invest more, all in your name as well. It doesn't have to be doing it in different people's name. You can do everything in your name. I thought, I want to do one for my husband, so I did it in my husband's name. So you can have more than one account, which is good to know. So for example, maybe you're able to invest like black, which is 2,000. The next one up is 6,400. So maybe you don't have 6,400, but you want to do 2 accounts of 2,000, 2,000 each, which is 4,000. Okay. So that's why I find having more than one account advantageous. All right. Okay. So that's about the first level of remuneration, the first level of advantage or benefits. When you withdraw your money, you will withdraw your dollars you would withdraw into your Bitcoin wallet. So when you're signing up as well, you're going to be paying in Bitcoin, which means you do have to have a Bitcoin wallet. Your Bitcoin wallet is independent of Bitworld. It's like your own online bank account. So when we ask you to open a Bitcoin wallet, has nothing to do with Bitworld. It must have your own security, your own password. You can access it and use it for any other thing, to buy any other thing like your bank account. And you just use it to buy Bitcoin so that you can pay in Bitcoin, because that's how we pay Bitworld. And when they pay you in dollars, you will transfer it to your Bitcoin wallet. And from your Bitcoin wallet, you can transfer it to your bank account so you can actually use the money. Okay, so this is another way of making money with Bitworld. So if you are actually interested in network marketing, then you can take advantage of this benefit. So you don't have to refer anybody to you for you to have cash out every single day 2.2. So many people always ask, do I need to refer anybody to be paid? No, you don't. But at this level, if it's something of interest to you, this is what you stand to gain. So whenever you refer people, you get 15% one-off on the package that they have actually purchased. Your level 2, so I am somebody's level 1 because somebody actually referred me. I would definitely be somebody's level 8. So even up to level 8, that person high up there will still get like 1.25%. So that's how it's calculated. So from every package that any affiliate buys, the company always reserves 27.5% because there are 8 levels that need to benefit from it. So they will take out 27.5% for referral bonuses, and the rest they put into the investment for cryptocurrency. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay. So with the third benefit that the company actually rewards you with is what we call binary bonus. That's tongue tying. Sorry about that. Binary bonus, and it's 50% of the total volume produced by your volume of team members. But on the 2 teams, because it's binary right and left, you will be paid 50% of the total volume generated by your weaker team, which is the lower value team. Now, you would understand this when you're actually a networker. If you're just investing, you don't really have to be involved in the binary bonus. It has to do with team building. So if you're a team builder, you would understand this better. Every day at 11:59 p.m., the company will check the score generated by the 2 teams, and they would reward you. So apart from your daily fixed earnings, you can wake up to $50, $100, depending on the team effort. People, you might sponsor somebody, but you don't know who that person is going to sponsor. So the binary bonus is very interesting to know, because it's effort that you might not have put in, might be effort from other team members. Okay. So at your back office, you would see the binary building bonus, and you would also see how the team is been increasing behind, and the points as well. The maximum daily ceiling that they can pay out via binary is $5,000 per person. Okay. So the company has a way of recognizing leaders, which, every company should have something like that. Reward those who are doing well. So, and we actually have my upline is, a good example. I'm glad to celebrate with him today. He hits one of the career pathways in Bitworld. So there's a career pathway in Bitworld if you are into network marketing and team building. And as you climb, the points that are accruing in your team, they have a way of rewarding. So they have fixed point system to know. So if you hit 700 points, you get $50 for free. 2,000 points, you get $150, and that's silver award. So like that, gold is 10,000 points, and you get these lovely watches. You have the ruby, and you get these lovely gifts as well. You have the Safira. That's I don't actually use a motorcycle, but if you're interested in that, that is lovely. It looks beautiful. So emeralds, and this is what my upline, Emmanuel Upai, actually qualified. He got an email today congratulating him. This is 100,000 points. Good. And, he gets to go on a free trip when it is due. So that is something that you can enjoy as well. Career pathway. There's diamonds, there's ambassadors, there's presidents, and there's emperor. Okay, so this is inspiring. You can actually motivate yourself with the career pathway in Bitworld. Okay, all right. So I'm coming to a close very, very soon. If you're listening to this video, it means there's a reason why you're looking for an opportunity. You just want the right one. But when you look at an opportunity like this, if you don't have a why, you're very unlikely to take action. But when you have a why that is big enough, you're more likely to take action if the opportunity is right for you. So if your why is big enough, your how will show up. You would find out the information you need to find. You would ask the right people, and you would make progress. There are different forces in life that, push people. It could either be pain or it could be pleasure. But whichever one is the force that is stronger now, let it help you to make the right decision. So examples of pains for some people is debts, credit cards, mortgage, loans. They have family needs they need to meet. Your children are growing very fast. They're going into university. You have parents to take care of, or you have contributions and seeds to, and pledges in your church or in any other group or charity society groups, and you want to be relevant. That might be your reason for taking up an opportunity like this. Or maybe you have everything you want, you just want more pleasure. So you want to change your car, you want to actually pay your complete mortgage and have a free dream house. You want more vacations. You want to sponsor the charity projects you have in your hand big time, or you want to become a millionaire. You have enough, but you really want to become a millionaire. Why not? People are making it big time in cryptocurrency at the moment. We are getting a lot of stories, testimonials of, the 19-year-old cryptocurrency millionaire, the 21-year-old cryptocurrency millionaire. So it can be you, and you can make it your own goal. And the list goes on. Okay, so this is the focus of this video today. Why Bitworld Center, how you can make 300% returns on your investment in 135 days. You can actually do it faster if you are a networker because you make more money. There's a structure in place where you can actually have referral bonuses, and you can create a career pathway for yourself as well. In this video, I have not yet shown you how to register or invest or how to upgrade, but I've talked about it. I haven't shown you how to withdraw your money, but we do have videos on all of this. So if you join our WhatsApp group on Bitly Open to Learn, you will be able to get more access to information that can help you grow your business. So in closing today, our strategy in Bitworld Center is invest and refer, or simply just invest. Referring others is optional. It's not compulsory. So you can invest or refer, or you can do both. Okay? So success loves speed. I tell people by the time you are waiting, a lot of obstacles that you could not see before they begin to find their way to you, and then the ability to even take action becomes much more weaker, and before you know it, you lose the motivation to even start. So success really loves speed. So if you want to take control of your finances and be a part of this amazing opportunity, contact the person who invited you to this call tonight and say you are ready. If you got to know about Bitworld through me, you can contact me on WhatsApp or through the group, and I will show you exactly what to do. Or look at the bottom of this video and you would see my link there, and also the link to the WhatsApp group. Just click it and we will be able to help you. Minimum investment is $25. Maximum investment is $12,800, and you can have multiple accounts if you so desire. Okay, so I'm going to close and wrap up with this. Blessed are those who sow nothing, for they shall reap nothing. Sometimes people are living in a lot of fear. They are living in the past because they have done something in the past and it has not worked. They have closed the door to many other opportunities that might have worked for them. You don't need to live in fear. You just need to be informed. Make informed decisions, and find out what you need to find out. Do your research and take steps that are reasonable. Invest in such a way that you will be able to sleep at night. So this scripture is very dear to my heart whenever I talk to investors, especially if you are a Christian. Ecclesiastes 11, and from verse 1 to verse 6. I'll read it out to you. It says, invest your money in foreign trades, and one of these days you would make a profit. Put your investment in several places, many places even, because you never know what kind of bad luck you're going to have in this world. No matter which direction a tree falls, it will lie where it fell. When the clouds are full, it rains. If you wait until the wind and the weather are just right, you will never plant anything and never harvest anything. God made everything, and you can no more understand what He does than you understand how new life begins in the womb of a pregnant woman. Do your planting in the morning and in the evening too. You never know whether it will all grow well or whether one planting will do better than the others. So the fact that something went wrong the last time doesn't mean that everything has to go wrong from now. You still have opportunities coming to you. You just need to be well informed and take the right decision and invest wisely as well. Okay. So thank you for listening. I hope this has been of benefit to you. If you're willing to take the next step in the right direction, please look below this video. My name is Abiodun Oluokun, and you can join the team. Okay, so if there are any questions, now is the time to take questions. And I'm going to unmute anyone that is on the call now. Please, if you do have questions, I would like to take your questions. So I'm unmuting everyone. Okay.